Beside an imposing forest, a picturesque village basks in the sunlight, promising peace. Laughter echoes as Little Red Riding Hood, a beacon of innocence in her bright cloak, plays. She skips with friends, unaware of the shadows that lurk just beyond the edge of the trees. Her joyful innocence is a stark contrast to the dark, silent forest that looms nearby. The bright red of her cloak stands out against the green and brown of the idyllic village. Red's mother carefully arranges bread, fruit, and soup in a woven basket, her movements filled with tenderness and care. A worried look clouds her face as she gazes at Red, a mother's concern etched deeply in her eyes. "Sweetheart, take this to your grandmother, but stay on the path," she says, her voice soft but firm. Red nods, her youthful face reflecting a solemn vow. "I promise," she whispers, sealing her commitment. Sunlight dapples the forest path as Red skips along, her humming echoing through the trees. Birds sing sweetly, yet an underlying sense of mystery permeates the otherwise beautiful forest. Sunlight filters through the canopy, casting long shadows that dance around Red's feet. The air is filled with the scent of pine and damp earth, a symphony of nature's secrets. Red's carefree joy belies the hidden depths and untold stories within the ancient woods. Sunlight filters through the dense canopy, casting dappled shadows on the forest floor. A large oak tree stands sentinel, its ancient branches reaching skyward. From behind the oak, a menacing wolf emerges, its eyes gleaming with predatory intent. The wolf's tall, imposing figure dominates the scene, a stark contrast to the innocent surroundings. The wolf speaks, its voice a low, gravelly growl that sends shivers down the spine. "Well, hello, little girl. Where might you be going on such a lovely day?" the wolf asks, its words dripping with false charm. Sunlight paints the forest floor as Red skips along a winding path, her bright eyes full of youthful glee. Beside her, the wolf feigns a friendly demeanor, his true intentions veiled beneath a facade of charm. "My grandmother is feeling poorly, but I'm on my way to see her," Red chirps, her voice echoing through the trees. "That's a very long walk. Why don't you pick some flowers?" the wolf suggests, his words a subtle snare, drawn by the allure of colorful blossoms. Red forgets warnings and strays from the path, lured into the woods. The forest's embrace tightens as Red ventures deeper, unaware of the danger lurking within its verdant depths. At grandmother's quaint cottage, a shadow falls as the wolf arrives, his knock soft against the aged wood. In a deceptive tone, the wolf calls out, "Grandmother, it's me. Please let me in." From within, a frail voice responds, filled with unsuspecting warmth. "The door is open, dear." The cottage door creaks open, inviting the predator into the heart of innocence and vulnerability. The wolf bursts into the cottage, casting a long shadow over the cozy room. In one swift motion, he devours grandmother whole. Grandmother's glasses are carelessly tossed onto the bedside table. He clumsily dons her nightcap, a grotesque imitation of innocence. The wolf settles into grandmother's bed, pulling the blanket high. His eyes gleam with wicked delight in the dim cottage light. Red approaches the quaint cottage, a hopeful bounce in her step as the basket swings. The door creaks open, revealing a dimly lit interior. She cautiously approaches the figure nestled under thick quilts, her voice soft with concern. "Grandmother, what big eyes you have," a raspy voice replies. "The better to see you with?" Red's brow furrows, a flicker of unease crossing her face. "Grandmother, what big ears you have," she says, her voice trembling slightly. "The better to hear you with," the wolf replies. Her eyes widen in terror as the wolf grins, revealing sharp teeth. "Grandmother, what big teeth you have. The better to eat you with." The wolf's roar shatters the cottage's calm, a sound of pure terror that vibrates through the small space. With startling speed, the wolf bursts from the bed, a predator unleashed in the confines of grandmother's room. The better to eat you with, he bellows, his voice dripping with savage intent. The air crackles with tension as Red faces the monstrous wolf, her silence amplifying the impending danger. The huntsman bursts in, axe raised, a whirlwind of righteous fury disrupting the deceptive calm of grandmother's cottage. With swift, decisive action, the huntsman subdues the wolf, ending its reign of terror with grim determination. He cuts open the wolf, freeing grandmother from the beast's dark prison, a beacon of hope in the dim cottage. Red rushes to her grandmother, tears streaming as she clings to her, whispering, "I promise to never disobey again." The forest is beautiful, but it can be dangerous if you're not careful, the huntsman warns, his gaze firm and knowing.